Greetings, friends. Minametzar, from the straits. I called upon Hashem. He answered me. Hashem is with me. I have no fear. How can man affect me? These are the words of King David. But how can a person have no fear? In this world, that is very difficult. Last week I quoted Yalkut Shimoni, who stated, quote, in the year Mashiach will be revealed, all the nations of the world will be in conflict. The king of Persia will quarrel with the king of Arabia, and the king of Persia will destroy the entire world. I ask again, how can a person have no fear? Yet King David, no stranger to danger, tells us that we must not be afraid. King David learned how to face life with reliance upon the King of Kings. Do you think it was easy? For sure it was difficult. But he built himself up, and he can teach us how to build ourselves up so that we can survive Golus Yishmael, the most difficult exile of all. Quote, though I walk in the valley overshadowed by death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Yishmael is barbarity at its most raw. The Torah calls him Pere Adam, a wild ass of a man. A wild ass looks like a horse. We usually like horses, but Pere Adam is part horse and part man, and that is dangerous. A horse is one thing, and a man is another thing, but both together in one body is altogether different. Rabbi Shamshin Mufal Hershtetzel translates Peri Adam as a free man. In what way is Yishmael free? Rabbi Hirsch says that he is free from the yoke of man, a wild animal which cannot tolerate the constraints of a city. Yishmael wants to free himself from all the constraints by which civilized people live in an atmosphere of derech eretz and mutual trust. Jewish people who are trained by the Torah live in brotherhood and peace. No one is so exalted as Gedolei Torah. Hashem is complete chesed, and the great people of Israel imitate Hashem. They guide Am Yisrael in their wisdom and envelop us all in a cocoon of security. When Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky Zatzal was nifter, I wrote, quote, that we have lost our protection. Indeed, when he was alive, he protected all of Israel. Rav Avraham HaKohen Pam Zatzal died on August 16th, 2001. Rabbi Elia Shvei Zatzal said that the events of October 11th, 2001, which occurred a few weeks after Rav Pam's death, could never have occurred if Rav Pam had still been alive, because he protected all of us. Pere Adam is the opposite. He threatens all of us. When he is around, we are exposed, unprotected, because he is free. There are no rules. He's not bound by the normal standards of decent behavior, which allow mankind to live together in peace and tranquility. As Rav Hirsch says, Yishmael will have no friends, but no one will dare to oppose him. How do we protect ourselves? My friends, everything in this world is midah keneged midah. Things happen to us which reflect our own nature. If this wild horseman is threatening us, we're obligated to examine our own actions. Please forgive me, but are we acting toward each other with the midah of chesed? Prior to the current Takufa, there was a period in the land of Israel when Jews were acting toward each other with animosity and hatred. There was a worldwide disgrace and a monumental Chilul Hashem, an embarrassment to the King of the universe, that his children should act like this. I'm not singling out a particular group, but unthinking people egged each other on, and the result was a display of behavior which made it seem as if Am Yisrael, the holy nation, were a nation of enemies who could not stop trying to destroy each other, God forbid. Is it such a surprise that our enemies want to destroy us? Who taught them? Every catastrophe in our history began with Sinas Chinam. The brothers sold Yosef and the archetypal exile began. And I needn't tell you about Chorban by Asheni, which stemmed from Sinas Chinam. Is it a surprise that we're being threatened by a group of wild men with no moral code? If they threaten us, we have to ask ourselves, why? Why them? Why human beings who act like animals? My friends, if we want to survive, we have to stop acting like this. If you hate your brother, the answer is act with chesed toward him. And that will change your heart. Simply trying to remove the hatred won't work. Just be good to him. Smile at him. Hold the door for him. Give him what he needs. Take care of him. And then your hatred will turn to love. This is survival, my friends. Nothing other than survival. There's no choice. If we act with chesed toward our brothers, Mashiach will come in an instant, and our enemies will vanish like smoke. Good Shabbos.